morning, good afternoon and good evening, guys. I hope everyone's okay. And first I want to welcome you to the first motivational video of the year. I have to admit, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I've thought in my head, how am I going to do this? Am I going to have a storyboard? Am I going to have slides? Am I going to have pictures? And to be honest, I can be quite indecisive, so I thought the most important thing is that I get the video done. So if you're watching this video, it exists. After I watch the filming back, I will edit it and try and make it as interesting as possible for you guys. But yeah, so we finally got the first video. So firstly, I'm going to let you know the background, why I'm doing this video and what I hope to achieve with it. So let's get into it. So why am I making these motivational videos? So Mezarashi is very much a music page because music is something I'm very passionate about. But we go back to the roots of what Mezarashi actually means. So Mezarashi is a Japanese word for individual, unique, strange, unusual. And the reason I chose the name is because back in 2014, I realized that everybody's different. Everybody's got a different opinion, everybody's got different tastes, and there's nothing wrong with it. Growing up, I felt that I had to be like a Beyonce or like a Sierra. I had to be really feminine. I had to be really stylish in the way they were. But then I realised that's not really me. As you guys can see, I'm more of a tomboy. I prefer wearing snapbacks and hats, and I'm into football and things that people probably typically say are more boy things. And it's not till I was a little bit older that I saw on social media that there were other girls that felt that way, were living like that. They would go out and dress in snapbacks and sportswear, and they were living up and they were enjoying it. And I thought, oh, I want to do that. That's more me. So I started doing it, and the more I did it, the more liberated I felt. It doesn't mean that I won't do the femme thing. As you guys can see, I have still done it. I did it for my brother's wedding. But I'm more comfortable being more tomboyish, and I'm doing that now, and I'm loving it. There's people that will say, oh, it's not nice for girls to wear boy stuff. But to be honest, it doesn't bother me because it's only your opinion. If that's how you feel, you go ahead and do that. But that doesn't sit well with me, so I'm not going to do that. So firstly, you've got to be yourself. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to be comfortable in your own skin. And when you are, you will feel much happier. I know it's not easy. People used to tell me to be myself all the time. And I struggled. I didn't understand what it was. But being yourself is just wearing what you want to wear, saying what you want to say, creating what you want to create, and not worrying about what anyone else thinks, because at the end of the day, sometimes we have to fail several times to get what we want. Hence why this video, I'm just doing it. I'm not thinking too much about storyboards and stuff like that, because the point of these videos is to just get the message across. So to me, it doesn't really matter how fancy it is. It doesn't matter if it hasn't got special lighting and things like that. All that matters is that I'm telling you the advice that I feel will help you. So yeah, it's really important to be yourself. When you think about it in life, this mobile phone that I'm using, my laptop, the TV that I watch, the dishwashers I use, the washing machines, not just me but all of us, these things were created by people that had the audacity to bring something to life that they had in their heads. Now if we stop being ourselves, if we stop believing in ourselves, we're not going to be able to create these fantastic things. The music that I make, a lot of it that I write from scratch, if I didn't just let my creativity flow, these songs wouldn't exist. So everything that we do comes from our thought processes and things that we're not afraid to put out there. Obviously there are some exceptions, there are things that happen by accident, but these things happen because someone dared to do something. So don't worry about what people think of you, because there are always going to be people that don't agree with what you do, how you feel, what you think, what you like, what you don't like. But at the end of the day, only you can judge that. Only you can judge yourself. And that's something that I'm really here in support of. I mean, I was depressed for a bit, and I felt I couldn't talk to anyone about things, and I did in the end, and I came through it. But I learnt that you've got to stay true to yourself. You've got to be open-minded. You've got to be willing to learn. And once you can do that, you can get a long way. Honestly, it makes a massive difference. So all you wonderful people, as it's the first video, I'm not going to go on too long. Just wanted to get the point across to you guys. I wanted to get the first video out on Sunday to be a motivational video. Just the start of something, and as from now I will stick with the schedule. We'll see how the next video turns out. Might edit it a bit more. Let me know what you think. Comment your thoughts below. Send me an inbox. Give me your input. But there's so much to come going forward. We're going to have more music. So I'm going to release some tunes and I'll post on the wall what's coming up to keep you guys informed. There's going to be more live feeds. There's going to be more guitar playing. I got my new guitar. More piano playing. More gigs. More shots on clothing. A lot more to come. This is just the beginning. So we're starting off with the motivational stuff, and as I free up more time, as I get into the swing of things, as I get your feedback on how you want these videos to be or when you want things to happen, we'll start adding more into the schedule. So we've got Throwback Thursday on Chelston Sylve. Every Thursday 9 o'clock GMT there will be a picture with a quote or maybe a question. As you guys know, every Sunday there'll be a motivational post here on Mezarashi Music. At the end of every month there will be a motivational video to take us into the next month. I want you guys to get involved in as much stuff as you can. Maybe send me your own pictures and quotes and I can share that, because I feel we live in a world today where we are so lucky, because I've spoken to a lot of you from around the world that I never would have come I wouldn't have come across you guys if it wasn't for social media, if it wasn't for Facebook, YouTube, all these things. And we live in a world now where we are so connected. I mean, you can go down the street in London and see people wearing African clothing or Indian or from all kinds of places, and we're starting to learn from each other. And I think it's a shame that we're seeing a lot of things in the world that people are trying to segregate. It's not the time for segregation. It's time for us to come together as people, to help one another, to support each other. There's no point or no need for any hatred. If you don't like something someone does, there's no need to be horrible about it. You're entitled to your opinion, but why go out there just to put that person down? It's not necessary. If we all help each other, support each other, this world would be a far, far better place. And I'm hoping as time goes by we can achieve that. So again, give me your suggestions, drop them in the comments. Please like the page, share the content, because the more people we reach, the more successful we can be. And don't forget, you might sit there and think you're one person. What can I do as one person? One person can achieve a lot. Look at what Martin Luther King achieved. Look at what Gandhi achieved. Look at what a lot of big people have achieved, but they all started off as people who may have thought, I wish I could do that. You can be that person. So what better way to start than getting involved? You know, spread the message. If you can compliment someone, compliment them. If you can help someone, help them, because you never know when you're going to need that help. So yeah, thanks guys, and I hope this video is alright for you. Again, I appreciate the feedback, and holler at me anytime. See you soon.